Meeting of the Library Board of Trustees. Today is December 19th. Time is 4:03. So, and we have
Beth Tsunami. Patty Olson.
Richard Raven.
Richard Passera.
Dorothy Moynihan. Assistant Director.
And Terry Littress is ill and unable to attend. So, all right. First, I then must be minutes from the previous meeting. Yes. I'll have a copy of those minutes. I'll take a minute to take a look at them.
I looked at
Okay.
it. It's all set.
No second, is there a motion to approve?
Yeah.
Second?
Second.
Made second, all in favor? Okay, minutes are approved. Next up. Find my, The assistant director.
Me. So I just kind of gave that to you guys last minute, because I wasn't sure if Aaron was going to be here or not. I can walk you through it if you want. It's
No.
okay.
Look at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did. You highlighted the changes?
Aaron did.
Excellent.
Aaron highlighted it for the.
Okay.
So we're getting new computers in the children's room. The ones we have right now are really, really slow, really outdated. I've tried to work with them myself, and it's almost impossible because it's just so, they haven't been updated. So we're getting 3 new ones, and Tom is coming from MBLC to install them on January 4th, and that purchase is coming from the tech fund. And I'm very excited. A mobile app. I don't know if any of you use the mobile app that MBLC provides for us. It's basically like the catalog, but it's in a nice app, and you can see your holds and your checkouts and everything like that. It's become unfunctional due to a conflict between 2 third-party vendors. It's been interesting. And so it's unavailable, but it's kind of unclear that it's not available because if you still open it, it looks functional. There's no error message or anything. But we've been posting, I've updated our website, and we have a bookmark that states the app is unavailable right now, so patrons are aware. Trying to get the word out, because some people call and they're confused because it looks
Sure.
right. And some say they sell checkouts, even though it's not updated because it's not connected to the catalog. So yesterday, MPLC just got a new update. They have selected a new library app, Communicado, and they will be working really quickly to get a new app up and running for people because a lot of people really like having a library app. So they're working really quickly on that. There's nothing we can do, it's all MPLC. So
Not getting a proper error message is like a double sin.
Yeah.
it's hard because it's 2 third parties and they're in an argument with each other. So one shut off access to the other stuff. It was not pretty. So that's why there's no error message, because they're like basically not talking to each other, which means that we're stuck as the third party in that loop with not a great option there. So
So this is obviously impacting everybody who's a member of the
MBLC.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not just us.
no, so all the libraries have been posting. So hopefully people are getting the word out that the app's not working. So hopefully they'll have a new one soon. For staffing, the first union negotiation meeting is scheduled in Town Hall this Thursday, December 21st. I should mention that Nikki, our children's librarian, was picked for grand jury duty, and she was later picked as an alternate, which is great.
Yep.
So she's back at work, but at any point she could get called back for any length of time. So I just wanted to let everybody know we were just scaling back on children's programming a little bit. So she's called back. We're not canceling programs on patrons.
Makes sense.
And we're not putting it all on the staff that are still here, so. So no, I worked with Nikki and we've got it down to a manageable group of programs. For programs events, Catherine's running our 3rd annual Happy Drive to benefit the Panton Gal House in Salisbury through the month of December. I shared an attachment of the press release that went out. at the end of November. And we've noticed that a lot of people are coming in just to donate to the drive, not even.
Oh, that's nice.
And she said she's seen a lot of people come in that she's never seen before, just to donate to the drive.
Good.
So that's great.
Whatever it takes to get them through the door. Yeah, it's great.
So and we've been getting a lot of donations, so it's been a win-win. We had the pop-up art school come on a Saturday in December, and they did a felt and winter scene hoop workshop for adults. So they had a hoop and they did a felting technique to make like a scene on the hoop. And the adults loved it. I was able to chat, I stayed and I was able to chat with the people that were here. And I got good feedback from the patrons and talked about other programs we've had in the past that they were interested in. So it was a really nice day. And the presenter was great. And the newest story walk was installed, and it's Winter Sleep, a hibernation story. That just got installed, I think, last week with Nikki, Liz, and Katie. So that's up and running. So that should hopefully take us to March, or whenever we stop having snow. It's really hard to change that thing out when there's ice on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The walkers. Yeah.
And then the Friends just had their but they just had a meeting Friday. They picked their dates for the next year's plant sale and harvest fest already, which is great to have those dates already out there. So May 18th for the plant sale and October 26th for the harvest fest. And they did October 26th because that's also National Friends Library Week, so it will all kind of tie together with that. And then if anybody's interested in attending, their next meeting is Friday, January 19th at 1:30 p.m.
Have they ever thought of having one of them attend our meetings, so they kind
I think
Joan, actually, Joan, the president has, she's, in the last meeting I was at, she said she would be coming to our
I think
meetings.
she had attended once.
of, she did
She did.
She did
Yeah.
attend once?
Yeah.
her husband wants to have these.
Yes, I mean, we're not going to go to any meetings, we all wear masks, she has to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, so that probably covers her.
It's- yeah. But yeah, they're obviously, they're welcome to attend, absolutely. And the public is too.
Yeah.
It's a public meeting, so.
Yeah.
There's plenty of chairs.
Yep.
We'll get a big table.
Yeah, in the past, Israel used to meet at the table out front. And
Oh.
sometimes there'd be people sitting there reading a newspaper. I would say,
Oh, yes, right.
you suck in, come on in. Yeah, sit around the table.
Why
Yeah,
not?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody have any questions for me? That was pretty basic, but.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for filling in for the past week, too.
Sure.
Yeah, the past 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
All right, so, new business, director search. So,
I think we can say, without going into specifics, that it was by our executive session, that we received six
Six.
six
That's good.
applications
Right.
for resumes and cover letters, and the possibility of a seventh.
okay.
And of those, there are two definitely that we want to interview and one possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think, if you want to know specifics, which we're happy to talk about, we need to go to executive.
Executive session.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that fair?
That's great.
No,
Yeah.
that's,
That's encouraging.
And we're working on, getting a list of questions. We appreciate you sending it.
Those ones we used the last 2 times, actually. Well, those were put together by Nancy Colon.
Well, we're
Who's a member of the board, and a chairperson, so.
we're fiddling with them all.
Okay, that's fine. It was been a while ago.
Yeah.
I would have
So,
been disappointed if you want to fiddle in.
No, we're going to ask ChatGPT to do all the interviews, so.
there you go.
Actually, I did see Nancy last Friday, and she did. I'm surprised you were back on the board. Trying to set her back in sometime too. So. She's now retired. So, good. I guess basically is all we need to do. And we've advertised in all of the appropriate places.
Yes.
The listing, does it go to the MDLC also?
you know what, I can send it to them and they do like a kind of a newsletter for all the libraries. And I
Okay.
could email them to
Oh.
make sure that gets included. It's monthly. I can have them add it to
I
their
don't know
monthly.
that.
Yeah, but I think it's on the MBLC, right? That's what I'm saying.
MBLC,
yeah,
yeah.
that's probably one that's got broader reach, yeah. And then everything that the town requires, Tracy was going to do that. And she actually would send another one
To
something.
the municipal
Mass Municipal Association.
station.
Yeah.
So I sent that in and she's, I sent that in and I let her know that that was sent
Okay.
in, so.
And we were planning on having our interviews after the holiday.
Yeah, makes sense, good. I believe, I guess, looking at that requirement, the meeting has to be posted for the town clerk.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, and it should stipulate that you'll be going into executive session. I think it's one of the things we also have to do, is we have to, I guess the chair is supposed to say why we're going into executive session, so
Yes.
why these meetings will be done in executive session, so that we encourage people to submit resumes and have a degree of privacy at this stage of the process, so that they don't feel.
Absolutely.
Right, so I think
That
that's
anybody
like,
in their town can.
and then exactly, if they're still employed someplace else, they don't want people to know that at this point. So I guess that is the reason why, I guess, I'm read it correctly.
Yep, that's
Yes.
what we
If
say.
you did, you would certainly get a prize.
That's
Wow.
why I have my bureaucratic hat on.
Okay.
All right, so that's basically it for the director's position at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So the FY '25 budget request, and that's the revised letter that we just got.
I didn't see her edits.
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. Are we going to be correcting them now based on our comments?
I think five was fine.
Yep.
We posted for essential.
Good.
And resilience, fine, instead of development. And that's it, that's all fine. Any other comments from you guys?
She had a few more edits at the top, like salaries. But it didn't come across as a comment so much as
Oh.
just an edit, yeah.
Sorry.
Nope, that's okay, I'm just reading them now.
Right.
All true.
What do you think?
Good.
So the letter, this is the cover letter to go with the budget request. So with the recommended changes, is there a motion?
I move that we accept this.
Second.
Okay. Favor? Okay.
I'll let Erin
Sure.
know so she can send that as
Thanks for
an
putting,
original.
thanks for starting this whole
Like,
process.
so-
Accept everything.
Yes, accept everything.
And the interesting is, we're given the request, we're really not looking for a lot of money.
Right.
Next year, we're looking at $9 million.
And one of them's kind of out of our control.
Yeah.
As well, so.
And one of the things out there that could impact on this obviously is weed.
And try.
And Troy.
What's happening?
Whittier, they're proposing a new school, $440 million. There, I think they just voted, the Whittier board just voted to have the member communities vote on it in January. So what we'd have to do, obviously, is be voting an override. Historically, we're not big fans of overrides. So I don't know what the numbers are. There's 11 members of the membership of Whittier. And obviously, if a certain number vote in favor of the new school, the other members have to go along. And if your community has not voted an override, that money then has to come out of your existing budget.
Isn't it over a 30-year period though?
Yes, yes it is.
So it's
So-
not like taking everything at once.
No, it's not
Okay.
taking everything, but what it, and you're getting a portion of that $440 million will be funded by the state over the 20 or 30-year period for the state. They don't give you, if they're going to fund, say, 25% of it, they don't give you the lump sum.
Right.
They give it to the school on an annual basis, which then will reduce whatever the communities have to pay over that period of time. So,
And it's different percentages for different
different
communities, correct?
communities, and I believe it's driven by the student enrollment, it has to be over a period of time.
Okay.
But the issue of Newburyport, for example, it has to do in part with the total number of students you have in the school system.
That's how it is.
Newburyport sends 30 people,
Right.
30 students to Tritech and is, on the hook for lion's share of the funding.
So you say it's based on the number of students in the Newburyport system?
Exactly.
Okay, I didn't
In
realize.
the
they
total
connected-
system or just the system of Whittier?
No, the total, as far as maybe I
I
misunderstood.
know, I don't know.
But my understanding is that that was they years ago came up with this formula so that smaller towns wouldn't be
Right.
penalized because they didn't have big budgets.
Okay.
And so then it had to do with the total number of students each town puts into the system.
Okay.
But that also creates its own inequalities, so that a
Yes.
town like Newburyport, which has a lot of people and a lot of money, you have to pay the lion's share of the result as part of it. The other thing we should say about the vote system is it has to win by 2/3 of the special town
Right.
meeting, and then it has to win in May
Okay.
on the ballot. And we have yet been able to do that, except for maybe once,
We did
30 years
the
ago.
elementary school.
Yeah.
For an override.
So, one vote each.
In the library, this is,
The library was multiple votes, because
Yeah.
we were looking at multiple locations, the uncertainty of where it was going to be located.
When you say 2/3, is that 2/3 of the town or
No,
2/3 of the
2/3 of the
vote?
vote.
Two-thirds of the vote.
Okay. So, but then from there,
Anything with money attached to it like that
yes,
requires a 2/3
that makes sense.
majority, and then, but then it has to get put before the entire town.
Right.
So it's not just town meeting, it's the general open election.
So that there've been cases where 2/3 was passed at town meeting,
But
but
if they
failed.
not passed, the ballot lost.
But if it's passed by all the other towns,
You're still obligated.
You're obligated
So
to do it.
you then have to come up with the money, and that's entirely up to the,
But all the other
Remember
towns
the
are
town
going to
is-
be,
they're equally.
How many towns are?
I believe it's 11.
11.
payroll.
What's the?
Yeah, April. So that's
Yeah.
April.
April,
Yeah, I think,
Amesbury,
Amesbury, Merrimack, West
And-
Newbury,
yeah.
and probably.
What's happened over the last decade is that these schools were seen primarily as for students who, weren't going to go to college, we're going to go into an apprenticeship at some building field
Trade.
or cook field, Now they're getting 9-to-1 acceptance or 10-to-1.
Oh, it's
And the
so
kids are all
competitive.
planning to go to
See this.
planning to go to college. A lot of them.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I went to Essex Tech,
That's,
and it was like, it's very competitive.
Yeah.
I went to Whittier myself.
In the new school?
Yeah, it's great.
She graduated
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is the trades, there's a lot of money in that.
Yeah, you can have your own business, you can do a lot, I mean, there's.
I'll contact you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two of them merged.
Yeah.
And Daniel.
Okay, good for you now.
Yeah, she went for that sign.
Don't wanna push it, but,
So that's,
you know, I could see.
so anyway, so that, you know, there are plenty of slips.
Oh, yeah.
To cover the lip on this one.
Yeah, so.
So we don't know how it's gonna play out.
So, you know, I guess we've got to think in terms, of worst case scenario, or a traditional scenario, if in fact we're impacted by a budget impact, how are we going to handle that? Not that I'm putting that on the table for discussion now, it's just.
Right,
Something-
but again, it's
Something to
usually
keep in
30
mind.
years.
It is a real possibility.
Right.
And Triton needs renovations to what, 16 units?
It's 60. And did the state just turn them down?
Right,
I thought my wife saw something on social media where the state did not come up with it.
Yeah, right. These are
So
the
I-
unfunded.
so that's not an official position, it's just, it was a random thing that was seen in
But there are a
Scotland.
ton of unfunded mandates, and all of this stuff, including for school, school district like we have for free, it's transportation, all of which is not funded by
Which is not funded out of the thing. So the other thing is, Newbury has retained ownership of the elementary school. So any capital work that has to be done there is paid for entirely by the town of Newbury. We did not turn the school over to Triton when we added on to it. It stayed,
Oh, it is.
it's owned by the
That's why I
town.
went on to Triton's website, it's listed, but is it just because it's
Just
within?
because it's part of their
Part of the school.
educational system. but
Gotcha.
the Physical property,
Mhm.
real estate is still owned entirely by the town of Newbury. So when the roof needed to be replaced, I think we pay for it, not the other communities.
I see.
Whereas Pine Grove, again, I don't know what Pine Grove status is in Raleigh.
They just know.
They just got in the school. There's no, that could have been part of the district. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's, these are kind of things we need to be aware of what's going on around this.
Back of my head, yeah.
Is there anything else?
Next meeting day.
So are we still doing the third Tuesday? January, so the 16th?
16th.
Okay, same time, is that?
4 o'clock, is that okay?
I won't be able to make it that week just because my husband's traveling and no one home. With my dog, so I could come, I won't be able to make it that way.
Okay,
And I could change the meeting, but I have
That's
dental
okay.
appointment.
I'm fine.
well, why don't we make it the
Four.
23rd?
Is it 23rd?
And then maybe we'll have some
You may have
results.
some results of.
Right. Let's do the
Is
23rd,
that
is that
okay?
okay?
That's, yeah, thank you, sorry about
I
that.
know.
I don't care.
It's
So 4 o'clock, we said?
4 o'clock on the 23rd. Okay.
Just gonna make sure you get that.
Can be a small thing that looks like that table out there.
Oh, the 23rd is the election.
This is a-
I have it on our events calendar that there's an election on January 23rd.
Oh, maybe that's the Whittier.
I thought that was on the 26th though.
I don't know.
Because I think I reached out to Gretchen in the fall, asking when the next election would be, thinking it would be in the fall, but it wasn't, I think this is the date she'd given me. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure this is the election day. So we could still probably have it just in the,
Yeah, we'll do it in the.
we don't do it in the local history
history
room.
room.
But if anybody volunteers for that, I didn't want that to be a,
It is.
It is.
I am right, oh, okay, great,
That's your primary, January 23rd.
okay.
All right, so, but we can still have it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you guys are fine with that,
No, no.
and I'll try to make sure to pull the camera out of here.
That's,
Okay, so that's a 4. All right, is that it?
And Erin showed me how to post the agenda and stuff to the
Okay.
towns.
Okay.
And I just got two credentials through the IT manager, so I'll be able to get in there
Oh,
and
good.
stuff for
Good, good.
us.
Very good, so, yes, motion to adjourn. Seconded, all in favor, meeting's over. Where is